Hello, welcome to Ceramics with Miss Tomimitsu. Today I am going to show you how to use a stencil to make a cylinder that will eventually have a bottom on it, and it can be used for various projects, but for this one in particularly right now we're working Icelandic fairy houses. I have this size stencil, which is kind of a shorter house. It ends up being about this size and kind of, about, finger height. If you wanted yours a little taller, don't use my stencil, okay? This is my stencil. You can always make your own, just one that's a little bit taller, just by cutting out one that's a little taller, okay? Piece of paper. So the tools you want, wooden modeling tool, needle tool, and scoring tool, and of course your water and sponge. And I always stand up when you're rolling out, so make sure you're standing up. You want your and your sticks. You want two rulers, okay, that are the 18-inch. They measure 18-inch by a half an inch. So this ensures we get a perfect, or quarter inch, every time. Don't use the metal ones or the plastic ones or the smaller sticks in the classroom. You use these measuring sticks that are 18 inches. Lay them on the side of the cloth. And I already kind of smacked out this clay a little bit, so it's easier to roll out. You don't want to roll out a really big, thick one. You just kind of slab it, and it makes life a lot easier. Okay, and when you roll, you want to make sure that you're really getting all the way across the clay, and I like to turn it around, okay, and go back over the other side and see there's still a lot. And I think this is one of the biggest mistakes students make. They don't roll the clay out evenly, and then it looks wonky. And does clay cost money? Yeah, so you don't want to waste money. You want to use every bit of your clay, but use it wisely and make pieces thinner and daintier so you can save money and maximize your profits if you're an artist, because you don't want to, All right, so I'm still trying to roll that little bit out there. Do you see how it keeps going? Okay. And if it's can go across the table like that, you're good without it. All right, so have a nice quarter inch. And now before I cut it out though, I want to add some texture. So I have choices. I can add, and could I mix and match and mosh it up? Okay. So I can rub some in. You probably won't want to do this, but I'll just show you for demo purposes. So you slab out, then you add the texture. Okay, and peel back slowly. Here's the part, and maybe I could just go like this. Ooh, look at that one. I like that one. Maybe, and this is from our brand new package of rollers. And maybe I'll do a combination. Okay, try this one on there and go this here way. Ooh, it makes it like wood texture. What if I go over it? Ooh, I don't know about that, but anyway, it's a possibility. So, and if you end up hating yours, could you always turn it over and do it on the other side? Yeah, and make texture on both sides. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is just lay my stencil down and just cut, okay? And I need my needle tool. Thank you very much. Let's see. And I should try to go over to the edge as much as possible. Would you guys agree? Yeah. To save clay, because could I use this stuff for other things? Yeah, for the design parts, design elements. Could I cut out a door from one of these? Yeah. Cut out a window or window frame? Okay, now, I'm gonna lay this really, really plastic clay around a cylinder or a square, okay? Now, that is made of plastic, like polymer plastic. Same word, okay? Totally different meaning, right? So you have this plastic clay, and you're laying it on plastic. If I were to lay this directly on the plastic, what's gonna happen? It's gonna get stuck. So what do you think I need to do to this?
Plastic.
Or, could I do paper?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're out of newspaper. Can you hand me that? Okay, so unfortunately, I'm just waiting for someone to bring me some newspaper, but we're gonna just take this and put it nicely, it's okay, around here, and then just one piece of tape. Okay, and you don't want to use paper that's all wrinkled up or dirty. You want to use nice, clean newspaper that's nice and straight. And you want this snug without loosely on there. And you tape the paper together. Don't tape the paper to the form because later on you're going to slide this out, okay, with the paper on it, okay? So I turn this over because I want the texture on the outside, correct? And before I do that, I'm going to slice at an angle like that, okay? Oh, and I kind of did the wrong way here. Okay, slice at an angle like that, okay? That matters, all right? You want the correct angle. And then just roll it around the form. Kind of roll it so it's there. And then slice this one at an angle. And if you don't slice the angle, you're gonna get really thick. It's gonna get thick here and be a little odd. So I really prefer slicing the angle. And I've had students to say, well, now you kind of messed up my design. Well, yeah, but could you always add like a coil and make it some kind of decorative pillar along the side of the house, okay? And then I like to take a wooden modeling tool and just smear that together. And just really get those seams on the sides too, cleaned up. And while it's on there, you can take a wet finger and just kind of clean it up too. Make everything really smooth, okay, so it's not sharp later on. And you're gonna end up slipping and scoring a base to this, right? So how do you know what size? Okay, you don't know until you take it off, really, unless you use my stencils. If you use my stencils, yes, this base goes with this. And, oh yeah, this still goes with this, yeah, it's just taller. So yeah, you can use one of my stencils, okay? So I have that nice clay over here. I'm gonna sit this down for a minute. And I have this nice clay over here, guys. And I'm gonna take all that clay and wedge it together, okay? Actually, because it wasn't wide enough for me to do what I wanted to do. And it's the base, so do I need to worry about texture on the base? No, I'm just gonna really do a quick slab out of this one. So I wedged it, slab it somewhat, and I don't need as much for the base, so I'll save this part, put it in my Ziploc, and use that for something else later. I'm just gonna roll this in. And mine's circular, so I'm gonna grab one of the circulars. Should I put this right in the center?
No.
Over here, right? Save as much room as possible. And just hold it down and cut. It would be better with a clean wire or needle tool. Yesterday was a long day. Okay, and we have our... So always kind of clean things up. Don't leave them grubby. It really matters. That will help your projects become more NCP. Do you remember what that is?
Neat, clean, professional.
Good. And if you're working SMS, you can really concentrate and make really nice things. What's SMS mean?
Slowly, painfully.
Good. Okay, so I'll lay this here. And I think I will have to get a blue tray, actually. So I'm going to lay this on my blue tray. Oopsie. And I'm going to take this cylinder off because I could leave it on and let it dry outside for a little while. But if you let it dry too much, it can crack on there because it wants to shrink. If it's at the end of the period also, do you leave it on? No, because we only have a certain amount of these bottles. So to slide it off, just carefully, and you can ask someone to help you, but you basically just push out one end. Okay, leave the paper in there. Hold the paper here. Put the paper kind of inside. Try to keep that rounded shape. And could you share this with another student?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that eventually would we slip and score these together now?
No.
No. When do you do it?
When they're leather hard.
When they're leather hard, okay? And I did that in another video already, and I have that here. So I'm gonna show you, okay? And I'll take this away. And I also have a flange that I made. And I also have a roof that I made. Another one, not that one. Do I have another one of these? There's one more. Is it outside? Okay, so in the next video, I'll show you how to join this flange so that it sits in the house and so if somebody walks by to pick up the lid doesn't fall off. That's the whole purpose of a flange. Does that make sense? Okay, but every part of it needs to be what? Before we score and slip these, leather hard. All right, so look out for that in the next video. And in the meantime, do you guys have any questions for me? Thank you to my 6th period students. Everyone at home, don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notification button. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.